Does it ever feel like that no matter how much you try to do good, you are only disciplined for the good you do, while the cheaters in life and the people that don't mind dragging others down with them, they're the ones who's actually rewarded? That's exactly how I felt for a while now, is I want to build something for myself. I want to build a source of income that I can rely on, and that's what I'm working towards. But you have all these people who have never done a single thing in their life other than rent a Lambo and sell courses. And to be honest, in my opinion, you do have to be kind of low minded to fall for something like that. But there's a lot of children on the internet, and children are always going to have dreams of being successful. And whenever you're promising such a high thing of how to do something, meanwhile, these people haven't even done it themselves. And that's gonna be the same thing with like clothing brands or day trading. You see it a lot with those two specifically, of people who've never even day traded and they go online and sell a course on how to day trade, but really the only information that they know is information they watched from a 1 hour YouTube video, and they turn that into 12 hours and sell you it for 2,000, pretending that they know what they're doing. So you sit there and you wonder, do you think to yourself, well, is it worth it? Should I consider doing that? But then you realize you don't want to sacrifice your morality for a paycheck. You always see on TikTok and YouTube or whatever people saying big money never comes clean, but we all know that that's not true. And that one specific phrase gets hyped up so much between the entrepreneur gurus of the world, and it inspires kids to also drag others down. And my whole goal is to, like I said, not only pick people up, but I want to bring each and every one of you with me, and hopefully y'all can grow something for yourself. But here's the real part. Morality can feel like it sucks in that very instance. You're not playing the same game. You're not in the same level. You're not just in a different area of the game. You're not playing the same game. If you have morals, you will never be like TJR. If you have morals, you will never be like all these other gurus that have no idea what they're doing on the internet. They just want to scam children and become rich themselves. And you can say, well, it's not a scam if you're giving them a product. Well, it's a scam if you don't know what you're doing. Could you imagine if I said, for $100 an hour, I will reroute your electricity? Meanwhile, I spend a 2 hour car drive there researching how to rewire your electricity. You think you're paying for a professional. You think you're paying to actually have work done, but you're not in this instance. You are getting scammed, essentially, because chances are you're going to have to pay someone else to reroute your electrical now in the same instance that you could have had all of that information that you watched from these gurus for free on YouTube, because that's where they got their information from, probably 20 minutes prior to even making the course. But more into detail of how you're not even playing the same game. I mean, think about it. If you've been going to the gym for 10 years, and there's someone who's only been going for 2, and they are twice your size, but they say they're on steroids, chances are they are, or they're just a freak of nature with insane genetics, but most likely it's the former, where they have insane steroid intake. And your physique is pretty good, but you think, how am I this far behind? This guy's only been doing it for 2 years. Well, you think you're playing in the same game and you think the playing field is even, but it's not. He's taking enhancement drugs to elevate it. The same way if you're playing Minecraft with your friend and y'all both go mining for a few hours and you come back with 10 diamonds and he comes back with 2 stacks of diamonds. Well, if he has X-ray, you're not playing the same game. You're not mining the same way. Or if you're playing a racing game and they always take a shortcut that you don't know about, but they tell you they're not taking a shortcut. They say they're not doing the X-ray hacks. You're not playing the same game. You're playing by a set of rules and you're trying to stick to the rules and not cheat and have morality. Meanwhile, they are okay with sacrificing their morality for a quick victory. And that's where it goes into long-term success. I want to create an empire. I want something that when I'm on my deathbed, I can look back and all the memories I've made and how my life was truly mine. And I am leaving this with my children so they don't have to live out what I did. The past 3 years of my life, I have hated almost every single minute of it, and I don't want that for my kids. But they want a quick paycheck. They want to get rich now. so they can have a Lambo now. They don't care about real wealth. They don't want long-term wealth. They don't want long-term success. They don't even want true freedom. They want a Lambo and a Rolex so they can go to the club, hook up with a bunch of women, and flex on the internet. That's really all they want. So in the same instance of you're not playing the same game as them, in 20 years from now, they will not be playing the same game as you. Whenever their course stops bringing in money, because they never had a real business to begin with, people just will eventually realize they're getting scammed. In 10 years, when they run out of money because they spent it all on cars and luxury items, they'll be working their 9 to 5. They will be trying to figure it out for themselves again. Meanwhile, in those 10 to 20 years, you will be able to go on whatever vacation you want with your family. You'll be able to have your nice cars. You'll have a successful income that can treat you and your family with exactly what you want it to. So, you aren't playing the same game. You are going to after two different things, and honestly, I don't think that their brain is even capable of realizing that what they're doing is wrong or how it's just going to harm them long term. So, don't get discouraged because you have morality. I know the title or the thumbnail of this video says morality sucks because it can feel that way. It can feel like all the morals in the world cannot save you from the despair you feel when you see somebody winning simply because they have no morals. But keep that as a token because it will pay off. You will make it. So, whatever it is you plan on doing, you want to start an HVAC business, you want to start a clothing brand, you want to start day trading, whatever it is, go for it. Just because you see some guru pretending that he made $100,000 last month on day trading doesn't mean you did. All those clothing brand gurus you see, they're not actually selling clothes or they're drop shipping it and they want you to think they have a successful clothing brand so you'll buy their course. It is that simple. You should never buy a course from someone unless they can show you that what they're selling you a course on, they're making money from. Because I do think that there are some good courses, right? It makes sense. Even if you're wealthy, having a few hundred extra $1,000s a year is a no-brainer. Because why would you not? Right? Some people say, if you're making all that money, why would you need a course? Well, it's more money, allows me to achieve my goals quicker and invest in more things. So it does make sense. But you should do your research on who you buy a course from. And before you ask, no, I'm not selling one, and I don't think I ever will. I do want to sell a product eventually, but it will be a real product, and that is a work in progress. So if you're interested, consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help boost this video. That'd be very, very helpful. But every single one of you have what it takes. When there is 1,200, more than 1,200 millionaires a year, can you believe that? 1,200 new millionaires a year. And I don't know if you're thinking that's a big number or a small number right now. The number's not true because that's a day. There is 1,200 new millionaires a day, 80% of which, roughly, are self-made. You might say, oh, they're inherited. No, 80% is self-made millionaires. And yes, we don't have the same starting line as everyone, but we can have the same finish line. If there is 1,200, more than 1,200 millionaires made every single day in the United States, you're not so special that there is some cosmic force stopping you, and you're not a victim to where you can't do it. So keep your morality, find what you want to do, and you'll get there. Same as me. So subscribe to my channel, and we can stay on the same journey together. Thank you for watching.